What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Mindtrip podcast. I'm here with my guy Jhamal. So Jhamal, I met you when you were at Germantown Middle. That was a long time ago. You were, what was you in, like 6th, 7th grade?
7th grade.
7th grade. Yeah. So I met you when you was over there, and like one of the first things you said to me, you probably don't remember this, but you was like, "I'm a little Tyler Harris. I'm a little Tyler." You just kept saying that. So I guess my question is, from then, you were like saying you were Tyler Harris, you were modeling your game after him, like kind of like a scorer first type of player. How do you think like your game has changed to how you are now? 'Cause I know you ain't like that now.
Yeah, I think as I got older, I started to turn to more like a point guard and watch more like true floor general.
Yeah. So you kind of modeled your game after like kind of like a Chris Paul type player or something like that.
Chris Paul or like guards like that. I watched some of Kyrie.
So you graduated from Center Hill, right?
Yeah.
So how was that experience kind of like being at Center Hill as opposed to like another school like a Germantown or something like that? How do you think that kind of changed who you are as a person, not just like a hooper?
Well, when I transferred to Center Hill, I didn't really know about like it or not.
Right.
Like, I was always used to like being like mixed in school like that. But then like, it actually turned out good. Like I liked it, and then it's like I got used to something different culture, people I hang around with. So like it was a good experience.
So I know y'all had like a coaching change because y'all had Coach, what's his name, Mueller? Yeah, he was there first, and then y'all switched over to another coach. So I kind of want to know like how was that experience like dealing with another coach, because you kind of started off with Coach Mueller and then you got to switch over. So how was that experience?
It was, at first I really didn't know how it was gonna go because like it was my senior year, so I was kind of like really just having like overthinking about it.
Right.
But then like as we kind of learned and like got used to him, it turned out good though. But at first I ain't really know if I was gonna like it or not.
So how was it kind of like playing with your brother? Like I know a lot of people don't get the opportunity. A lot of people, either got brothers that's way older than them or younger than them. So how was it like kind of playing alongside your brother?
It was good. Like me and Deshaun been playing since 6th grade, so like there's a lot of chemistry. Yeah. It was fun playing with him.
Okay. So I asked Chip this in our interview, so I'm gonna ask you this. How was your experience getting to play against him? Because I know y'all were friends too. So how was that experience when y'all played Whitehaven? Because I actually went to that game. So how was that playing against him?
It was a fun game. We had been talking about it for like a long time, so it was like a lot of trash talking leading up to it. So it was fun playing against him. Like me and Chip, we've been cool since I think 4th and 5th grade. So it was cool playing against him. And then it was actually been like the main attraction. People come to the game, so it was good.
So I know we talked about your old coach, Coach Mueller, and he's now at Jones College where you committed to play at.
Yeah.
So kind of talk about, because I've been seeing like on Twitter and stuff when I was doing research on you, I saw that y'all would kind of like have a little conversation. He would retweet your stuff, stuff like that. How important is it to have like that relationship with your coach?
It's good. That's really the main reason I committed there. Like I had other two coaches in Mississippi, but I feel like Jones was the best fit because like going in as a freshman, I know the system already, and then like I ain't really got to find a feel for a coach. I already know like what he want, what he looking for in a player. So I feel like it's gonna be easy making that transition from high school to college.
Okay. So kind of now I want to like kind of go into back in the past. So a year ago today, you probably don't remember this, but when I used to do edits, I did an edit of you, and it was like all those different schools and stuff like that, and then at the end it said what's next. So kind of talk about like how times have changed from a year ago up to now, like how you've changed mentally, physically, all that.
Well, like a year ago, I was had like 2 offers, but I was having like a lot of interest. So like I was just really just trying to see like what was gonna be next for me.
Yeah.
And then with COVID and all that, it really kind of shook up recruitment, not just for me, but for like the whole class of 2022. So I was just trying to see what was gonna be my next step.
Yeah, because you had interest from schools like Barry University. Yeah. So I saw that was one of them. Do you think if the tables had turned and things turned out differently, do you think you would still choose Barry University over going like a Jones College for like the first, couple years, getting that experience in?
Well, I don't know, like, cause I had interest. Like, I was talking to Tennessee State. I went to visit there. My uncle was at Vandy. He was talking to me, so like, I was really just trying to take what was the best fit. But I chose the JUCO route because I feel like 2 years I can build my body, jump shot, game, everything, and then I'll be ready for like a 4-year D1, D2, like whatever the best fit coming out.
Yeah, I was gonna talk about that because being kind of like because I was an undersized guard too,
Yeah.
so nowadays you kind of got like 6'4" guards, 6'5", even like 7 foot guards. Like you look at people like Chet Hogerman, like he like a 7 foot, basically like a guard, Cause like how do you think being a smaller guard, how do you think that's an advantage for like us?
See, like at high school, I really paid attention to like a lot of Kennedy Chandler. So like he was like no one point guard, but he like 6 foot.
Yeah, he barely taller than us.
Yeah, so like I just paid attention. It took stuff from guys like that. Like you gotta have speed, you gotta know how to run a team. Like it's not all about scoring. Like
Right.
some people think your guard will be like 30, but I talked to my coach and he was like, account for 30 points like this, 15 points for you, but also 15 assists or put like making other players around you better. So
Right.
kind of feel like as a small guard, it's come with a lot of different stuff to make yourself stick out. Like you gotta be a dog in defense, like getting your teammates involved. You gotta be able to open jump shot, floaters, playing on 2 feet. So it's a lot of stuff that come with it. Like you gotta have to like strive at the next level.
Yeah. So when you kind of came into Center Hill, you were behind, a lot of the different guards and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Kind of talk about like how playing behind them or practicing with them every day, kind of how that kind of like helped you mature as like a basketball player.
Oh yeah, they helped me a lot. I transferred from Germantown like the end of 8th grade, so I could play summer ball with Center Hill, so I could be like accustomed to it. And then when I got there, I was behind Cal Temple. He was like one of the best guards in the state. So it helped me a lot. We had King Lewis, we had Kevin Braxton, we had a lot of guys that were like fit. So I learned a lot from them, and then practicing with them every day, going against them, seeing how they lock in. It really helped me like the rest of my high school years. And then with me being on freshman on varsity, it really helped me. Like just sitting there, seeing the experience, it helped me. And then also winning the state championship as a freshman really helped me a lot. Cause like I learned a lot from them. Like I took basketball serious, but like as a freshman, we going to state tournaments, and you see how they really locked in. They taught me a lot.
Okay, so kind of fast forward into your senior year now. How do you think you were able to lead your team the way you were? Like, what kind of made it easier for you to lead your team? You think it's back when you were a freshman, or you think it's over time?
Back when I was a freshman, and getting advice from people, because like when we had the coaching change, a lot of people thought I was in the league, but I feel like it was an opportunity. Like it was gonna help me, like getting a new coach. I feel like I was gonna be able to step into like a new role as a leader. So really, me and Deshaun just sit down and just like we're gonna stay, and we just gonna try to like keep making a name for Center Hill. So it really helped me. Really, I think my freshman year really helped me. Like I feel like it set me up for like the player I am today.
Okay, yeah, that's good. So in the summertime, what are you kind of like focusing on to be better at the next level?
Right now, I'm focused on getting my body right, condition, putting up a lot of shots, and just like working on being consistent and like setting myself up like for a schedule, like for college. So once I make that transition, like it won't be like hard. Like, I won't be behind, or like it'll be hard for classes or early morning workouts type stuff. So I'm just like putting myself in position and doing things now. So when I do go to Jones, it'll be like easy for me. Like I already been working on it. Okay,
so kind of like getting off the topic of basketball, like life-wise, how do you think like COVID impacted you, like mentally? Like how was it kind of? Cause we're kind of out of it now.
Yeah.
So how was it kind of like getting through that, being in high school, still having to be a high school student and not just an athlete? Like how do you think that affects you mentally?
Really, I feel like COVID, it was like a gift and a curse, because like it taught me like a lot of things, like having to mature, grow up, taking things like real serious, see how fast like stuff can get taken from you. Like, having to do school virtually. Like, it was a lot of stuff that came with it that like, I wasn't used to, that I had to like hurry up and mature fast because like, it was real. And also, it really helped me grow up. Like, it affected basketball a lot. It was at a time where I really down on myself because COVID came. So, you know, my uncle had got a job at Germantown High.
Yeah.
So, right after my 10th grade year, my 11th grade year, I had transferred to Germantown. And like, we was putting some good things together. So, like, I feel like it was gonna be good, but then boom, as soon as I got there, Shelby County came out and said that it wasn't gonna be no sports because of COVID.
Right.
So I transferred back to Center Hill. Again, like I was waiting for 2 weeks. Then my parents had to go to court, and then they had ruled me eligible because they said like I transferred and it went for like, basketball reasons. So they really messed me up, finding out I was eligible. So I was like, me and Deshaun, we really was stuck, like, cause like you get basketball too from you, and then it's like 11th grade year.
Yeah.
So I'm like, dang, who me? So I was really like out of there. So but my parents, teammates, coaches, like they just kept me rooted, grounded, made sure I just stayed positive thinking.
So, like, it's a lot of people out there that kind of go like through the same thing, transferring and dealing with am I gonna play? Am I gonna do this and that? What's like the message you would give them to like help them kind of get through that process? Like, basically what I'm asking is, what is something that you would say to them that wasn't said to you?
Really think about it. Really take time and don't like rush into a decision. Like, I feel if I would have really just sit and thought about it, like already instead of like jumping on the first thing with just going with the first line, like it probably would have been a different outcome. Because really, when you hear something and then you're excited about it, you're not thinking about like, what if this go wrong or what's my backup plan. So I just say really know what you're getting into, and it's just really what you want to do.
Okay. Just gonna be the last question I'm gonna ask, but what can Jones College expect from you as a player, as a person, really? Because I mean, they're gonna be focusing on you as a whole.
As a player, you can expect like somebody that will come in and work hard every day, lead the team, going on the floor generally, get a bucket when I can. Jones is gonna be as a person, good person. Like, no trouble, just better work, get to the next level.
Check out our new logo trucker hats at mondaymental.com. This was the very first product we ever dropped, and we're really excited about it.
Check it out now.